Hi Internet, it is my 9-month check-in, so I thought I'd go ahead and do a quick video. Don't have too much to report. Things have been going well. I've been kind of dealing with a lot of water retention and stuff. So in terms of overall weight loss, things have kind of slowed. I think I ended up losing maybe 5 pounds over the past month. My normal rate is closer to 9 or 10 and sometimes even 12. So that's just one fun thing that I like to deal with. So for example, I just like the last week before that, gained 6 pounds just because of water retention. And then the next week I will lose 7. So that's something that I'm really good at. Anyway, checking in. I am at about 208, 209 in terms of weight, which is about 140 pounds less than my highest weight. Actually a little bit more than that. And almost a full 100 pounds since I've had surgery. So that's really fantastic. I'm hoping to get under 200 pounds by October. So in about a month, that's what I'm kind of aiming for. Don't mind my wet hair. I just went for a run. I went outside and did just under 3 miles in the humidity, so that was kind of fun. But I kept going and I kept doing it, and I think the thing that I like about running, beyond the fact that I can do it, is that it just clears my head. I don't think about anything. I just run, and my mind goes constantly. And so I think that's the one thing that I really like that I can't get in really any other exercise. The elliptical, you know, none of that stuff. It doesn't clear my head the way that a good run will. So it was my fastest pace that I've ever had outside, which is fantastic. I'm always usually a little bit faster when I'm indoors. And I don't mean treadmill because I don't like running on a treadmill because you don't go anywhere. But I use an indoor track. An indoor track's a lot easier on your body because you're on a softer surface and it's temperature controlled. When you're outside, you're dealing with humidity, you're dealing with pavement, you're dealing with air pressure just in general, you're dealing with the sun, the wind, elevation, just texture on the ground, potholes occasionally. So, but I do like to go outside just because it does something different and it's more of a challenge in some ways. Breathing is certainly a challenge. And that's the thing about running, is that if you can master the breathing, then your body can be pushed a little bit further. But if you can't master that and your lungs give out, then it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much your body as a whole can take. Your muscles might be able to take it, but your lungs can't. If your lung can't, then yeah, you're gone. So yeah, I mean, things are good. I have jeans that are in a size 10. Yeah, they're stretchy because I have thighs and I've got hips, and those are not going anywhere, but still. So 10, 12 is about where I'm hanging out, and that's probably where I'm going to stay because I pretty much reached where my hip bones meet, and beyond actually forcing them together, which I don't want to do, that's not going to change. I have a lot of excess skin, like a lot. And it's more and more noticeable with each passing month. The good news is that I met with the surgeon the other day, and he said that it's possible with the people around here that I could have my insurance pay for more than just getting rid of the lower part of the stomach, which he says obviously needs to go. But potentially a body lift, which would help take care of some of the thigh and the butt and the tummy area, basically just kind of pull it all up. Because right now it's sagging. And I like to wear compression leggings when I run because otherwise it's that skin that's really pulling me down. And that makes it difficult to run. So he said that potentially next summer is when we could be starting that process. Again, it's more complicated than just talking about it, and I understand that, but that's pretty positive, and he was happy with the overall checkup. He loves that I'm running, and I do too. I think the thing that I notice the most is within my face and like within my collarbones. I mean, you can see that, and I feel like I lose all my weight like up here, Whereas it's like, how about you come off my thighs? That'd be great. But you get what you get. I know that I'm probably carrying around about 15 extra pounds of skin. And so having that off of me will be incredibly freeing. I also know that I was never meant to be a size 6, never a size 8. I'm just not. That's just not what my bone structure is. And I can accept that, and I don't want to be that, because frankly, I kind of like having curves. It's always been who I was, and I don't want to lose that. I like that. So that was never part of my plan. Getting healthy, feeling good about it was my goal. Are there struggles? Yeah. There are things that I just miss eating. My God, sugar. I miss sugar. I eat some of it, but I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, there are days where I'm just like, man, you know what sounds good? A donut. I want a donut. But I resist. For the most part. Maybe I'll have a bite. But I think that's the thing that you really have to adjust to when you do a sleeve, and probably a bypass too, is that you're never really satisfied with what you eat. Because you can't eat that much, and I think that's the thing. I mean, psychologically, it was always portions for me. It wasn't necessarily what I ate, although, I mean, that played a role. I like carbs, because who doesn't? But it was always how much, and so I think that level of satisfaction is gone. That doesn't mean it's not going to come back in some form, but it's just an adjustment, and I don't really ever feel satisfied after I eat. I feel full, but not satisfied, and I think there's a pretty big difference there. But, I mean, again, the payoff is better. I feel healthier. I mean, I'm running, so it's worth it. Is it hard? Yeah, it is hard. There are still things that I wish I could still do, even though I know it's not probably the best for me. But again, I take the trade-off. I feel amazing. And I get tons of compliments. And I mean, a part of that I love, and a part of it makes me really feel self-conscious, because it's like, my God, how bad was it before if people are commenting? And I know everyone means well, you know, but it's the kind of attention that when you're not used to it, it's strange. When you get looks from strangers, when you get hit on, I guess, for the lack of a better word, it's weird, because for the longest time I've been invisible, and now I'm not. And psychologically, it messes with you. And for those of you that know what I'm talking about, I think you could probably appreciate it. It's a societal thing, and I get it, but that doesn't make it any easier to deal with. And so I'm adjusting. And yeah, I mean, I've been lucky, because I'm happily married, and my husband has loved me at my highest weight, and he's loving me at my lowest, or well, certainly not my lowest, but certainly a lower weight. And so I'm really lucky about that. But the struggle is real, and how you relate to other people is real. And so I think one thing they don't really talk about too much within this process is the psychology of it. And not only how other people see you, but how you see yourself. Because there are days where I'll look in the mirror and think, well, I don't see a difference. I don't see a change. But I know that there has been. And I can see it in pictures. If I didn't take pictures, I know this whole thing would just be a mess. So, I guess that's kind of all I have to say. I'm kind of going with a month now where I'm not really going to step on the scale too much, just because it can become kind of an obsession, and I have a bit of an obsessive personality. So we'll see. I try to do it once a week, just to check in, especially with the water retention. But anyway, things are great. I exercise every single day. Again, I kind of talked a little bit about the psychology of it. I'll probably do another video where I just focus on that. If anyone's interested and wants to talk about it, because I think it's something that we don't really talk about that much. And fat shaming is a real thing. And if anyone says that it's not, has never been fat. So I will report back probably with my next video if I do one. Otherwise, I'll do it when I get the 10-month check-in, and we'll see where I'm at. I'll see you later. Bye.